right? And our DB, so this DB is just returning a PG pool or an anyhow error. So anyhow error is just giving us a beta format to actually read errors, right? It's giving us a better way to express our errors, right? A verbose way or a much better way to handle our errors, right? And so this PG pool option actually, so like I commented there, what it does is just to it configures how our pool behaves, and how we want our pool to behave. So and this dot max, um, what it does is just that it it tells um the maximum pool that is allowed to be open on the DB concurrently. That's what it does. So it's just saying this is the total amount of um, pool that is allowed to be open concurrently, right? So this is how this thing works, right? Um, the pool is allowed to create at max 10 connections concurrently, but it doesn't really mean that it might use that 10 connections, right? But that you have loaded this pool a lot, it has to use 10 connections max. And so let's say you actually did maybe let's say 100 HTTP requests that came in through this pool, right? But you can only query 10 Postgres, right? You can query 10 talks actually. Like the connections you can have, I mean, the connections that is available for you, even if your HTTP request is a million, it's just 10. And this actually got me to start thinking, right? I know that I have to pay attention to this. I mean, let's say for somebody that maybe you might have like a million HTTP requests that came in, right? This max 10 connection is not really productionish advisable, and loading the PostgreSQL with a lot of load has some downtimes, right? Downsides to it. It has some downside to it, and I I know that this is actually something I will pay attention to as I continue building this project, because I have to find a way around it. So let's say we have 50 connections, let's say, or we have um, we gave the mass connection to be 100, right? It might really somehow affect the progress here, and it's expensive, right? When it comes to memory, it's expensive, and so there might be sometimes where your code or your database might go down or might be down maybe for 15 minutes or thereabout. How can we be able to handle this? And yeah, these are some of the things I'm I am aware of, right? That I will try to actually um put in place or have at the back of my mind while I'm doing this thing. But because at the same time, this max connection 10 will actually affect how our project runs at the end of the day, right? And so what this dot awaits is waiting for the connection to the pool to build a successful connection and then return the pool. That's what this is doing.